Lazy Burro here from SuperCheese Comics and Collectibles, and we are here to look at Sunday's swap meet toy hunt find. So what you're looking at right now is what I picked up from the swap meet this morning. So let's just check it out real quick. First, we got some vintagey stuff here. This is the Charmy Rider battery operated scooter there. And I have no idea what year this is from. Packaging doesn't have any indicators on it. But it's definitely vintagey. I don't know. I would definitely say early 80s, late 70s. So do a little research, find out what the exact date on that is. Also in the vintagey department was this. This is the wedding cartoon car. And I have I actually have like a robot in a car just like this. Car with the robot half hanging out, this exact size, similar box markings. But you know, it's a robot with a laser gun and he's got that, you know, 80s sci-fi look to him. So this one I looked at and I was like, oh, it reminds me of my robot one, even though it's a couple in a car. But pretty cool. Same thing, vintage, probably in that early 80s. I don't think this one's late 70s. I think this one's you're looking at early 80s. So box is down here. I got it standing on the box, but the box is a little beat up, but do a little research on that, find out what's going on there. This one, the Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. And this was just kind of a Power Rangers ripoff. You know, another company saw the success of Power Rangers, you know, buying up the Super Sentai properties, repackaging them to an American market. And that's exactly what Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad did. Except this one, they entered the computer and entered like the virtual world. So they weren't, I don't think, actually fighting Megazords and monsters in the real world. It was all done kind of in the virtual world there. Anyway, here's a VHS. I collect Super Samurai Squad toys because they go pretty well with Power Ranger, you know, era toys. So, all right, speaking of Power Ranger toys, let's look at some of these loosies we got. We got, of course, the, what is that, the 9-inch Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Red Ranger. I think we all had this toy as a kid. Anytime I find one in good condition, I'll go ahead and pick it up. Here's a couple of Power Ranger villains. You got the Minotaur there, I forget their actual names, but you have this kind of mutated chicken thing right here. And you got the Minotaur, pretty cool looking. This one is what? Power Rangers, oh, I forget. Lost Galaxy, or anyway, there's Silver Ranger. Oh, speaking of Power Rangers, we got the yellow Tiger Zord there, and this one went to the Deluxe Bandai Megazord. It's got the 1991 markings from the Japanese release, but I don't think they updated those markings when they packaged them in the United States. So even the United States one that came out in 93, 94, I think those ones still had the 1991 Bandai markings on them. So there's that one. And 10 years earlier, in 1981, here's another yellow. This one's a yellow lion, not the yellow saber-toothed tiger Zord. This is the yellow lion from Voltron. This is cool. This is the cool die-cast, you know, deluxe one that will also form one of the legs of Voltron. And this is from 1981. Actually in okay condition there. A little bit beat up, but I mean, all of these from 1981, you know, unless they were kept in package, are gonna be a little bit played with. But not bad. Find a Voltron collector that I can trade some parts with. I got a few super robots that have a couple of pieces missing, so maybe I can trade that one off. This one's hard to see. Same lot at the swap meet there. I got all these little 80s toys from the same kind of vendor, and she wasn't like a collectible vendor or anything. She had just kind of come up on these 80s toys, and there wasn't a lot of them that were in great condition. I picked up what I could. This one was hard to see. It's a Superpowers Superman, but he's in pretty rough condition there. But like I say, I paid $1/4 for this, so, you know, even if I just use them for parts, for $1. Like I say, this is one of the most iconic action figure lines of all time. 1984's Kenner's 1984 DC Superpowers line, and there's Superman from it. So a good little torso, a couple of good arms. Face is still in pretty good condition. It's just underneath the waist. Yeah, it is what it is there. So maybe a customizer will want that from me. A couple of little guys here. You got a Captain Jack Sparrow, and then you got a Chris Pratt here from Jurassic World. Speaking of Jurassic World, you got a Triceratops here, and this is, you know, I'm a sucker for the 80s Imperial style dinosaurs and dragons. And I don't think this one's actually an Imperial, but it is 1986, so it's that style there. Oh, what else we got there? We got a plushie from Animal Crossing. We got a oh, this is Cardcaptors. This is a Warner Brothers attempt to capitalize on the success of Pokemon that was going on. This is from 2001, and this is their property Cardcaptors, and this is a sealed Challenge of the Close Spirits game. So this is a sealed game. I don't know if it's a board game or if it actually comes with, I don't know, the cards that the Cardcaptors are trying to do. Like I say, I don't know much about the Cardcaptors game. It's a little after my time. It's not something I ever played. I don't know if, I mean, it's a blatant ripoff of Pokemon, but I don't know how beloved it is amongst Pokemon enthusiasts. So do a little research, find out about that. All right, let's get into some of these higher quality loose figures. We are looking at the Witcher. It's kind of a gruesome figure, man. He comes with the severed head of a werewolf demon there. Comes with a couple of big broadswords. Got the other one there strapped to his back. And this is the Witcher from the version, as you can see from a stand here, the Witcher 3 video game, Wild Hunt. Got the goatee there. And this is cool, but I think a lot of people are more excited about a Henry Cavill version of The Witcher. Probably be a much prettier version of The Witcher. All right, over here, a couple of sports figures. This is Pittsburgh Steelers legend Troy Polamalu. Troy Polamalu, known in more mainstream circumstances, even if you're not a sports fan, you probably recognize that guy's hair. He had the most luscious, luxurious hair. I think it got him shampoo endorsement commercials all throughout his career and even in his retirement days. And, you know, Bakersfield's got a lot of love for the Pittsburgh Steelers, even though we're here in Southern California. One of the Pittsburgh's really good players, Joey Porter, was a Bakersfield athlete and prodigy, so a lot of love from Bakersfield for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Troy Polamalu being one of the ultimate Steelers. So I found a couple of figures from him, a McFarlane, and one of the G.I. Joe-sized Playmaker figures. All right, and then we got some Marvel Legend kind of loosies. You got the Teenage Groot there, which actually is a Marvel Legend, but it was from that Avengers Infinity War line, I believe. That actually scales pretty good with Marvel Legend. And somebody wanted the Stilt Man and didn't want the loose figures here. The other figures that came with the wave, so I went ahead and picked up Peter B. Parker. I went ahead and picked up a Ghost Spider Gwen Stacy. There's her little cool little alternate head with the undercut. Got Miles Morales Spider-Man, and he's there holding his own head. Of course, we got the Prowler. And like I say, a lot of these figures I wasn't willing to pay retail price for at the time. I wasn't really interested in building the Stiltman Build-A-Figure that came with that wave. So I knew it was just a matter of time before I find them loose at a place like the Swap Meet. And I can get them for the price I need. And Gwen Stacy, Ghost Spider there, is my daughter's favorite character. So this figure is probably going to go to her. I think she'll have fun with that. All right. Oh, and this thing brought back a lot of memories. This is this little state police car from, what, 1983? Hot Wheels. Here's the cool thing. Boom. It's got the paneling where, look, now it's all crunched. So your cop car could get into some ruckus. This brought back memories. I haven't thought about this in a long time, but I had cars like this when I was a kid with this paneling that you can just flip it up and it's clean, or you can get the battle damage version. So that was sick. I literally saw this side paneling, brought back a lot of memories. Hadn't really thought or seen of these type of cars in a long time. So, hey, that's what the swap meet's for. To buy your nostalgia back. And if you can do it at swap meet prices, that's even better. All right. Oh, and I guess the last thing we got there. Box is a little beat up, but does this scream Y2K or not? This is a Christina Aguilera doll. It does play Genie in a Bottle. Check out that. That is what hot girls in the year 2000 looked like. And that style will probably be back in just a couple of years now, since everything is kind of cyclical. All right, so there it is. Nice little swap meet haul. I posted a video earlier today about yesterday's yard sale finds. You guys can check that out on the YouTube channel, Lazy Burro. And if you're in the Central California area, come by and support the shop. Downtown Toys and Comics. We're located in Bakersfield, California on 19th and L Street in downtown Bakersfield. We got the second location, Downtown Toys and Comics, The Revenge in beautiful downtown Delano. So yeah, guys, check it out, support the shops, and thanks for watching.